Hello everyone, so I thought I'd do another video, a follow-up video to my PC that I had for graphics at home. As you know, this was the original graphic card. It's ATI firepro 3800 graphic card. It came with the, I think it's 512 RAM. I'm not 100% sure, I believe it was 512. Let's see here. At the back, yep, 512 RAM, there we go. This is mentioned it there. We zoom in, there we go. 512 RAM V3800. It was alright when I was using it at the beginning, because I wasn't working on big scenes on my viewpoint, so it could handle what I was throwing at it at a time. But I decided it's time to upgrade my graphic card, and also what I'm gonna do in the near future, I'm gonna upgrade the processors as well. And at the moment I got two quad cores, and they're of X5570s. And what I'm gonna do is I need to upgrade these to either X5675, which my Z600 can handle, or what I need to do, I need to just completely redo the whole thing and do my own basically setup. So what I'm thinking is I might get the motherboard, and I might get a case and just get all the components and just build the whole thing again myself. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my Z600, and then just with the money I'm just going to build my own PC like I did with my Phenom setup that I had. So that's another option I can go, because the Z600 that I have is not capable of handling the X5690, which is the one of the top processors that you can get on the 1366 package. So I need to really think to see the difference between the X5675 and the X5690. How much a difference, how much performance I gain from jumping from the 75 to the 90, and if it's feasible to go through the whole procedure of changing everything. Because once I do that, I need to reinstall the Windows and reinstall all my softwares and just do all of that. So that's another thing I need to think of. Anyway, with the graphic card, this is what I had before, and now this is what I have ordered today, which is I just opened it up because I'm gonna clean it. So I got the NVIDIA Quadro 4000. This got 2 GB of RAM, much more powerful than the other. And now what I've done is every time I get a graphic card, I'm just always open it up and try to clean it first. So this is the inside of it. What we got here? We got a big massive fan in the middle there, and then we got heat sinks and a heat pipe going around. And that is the back. And we go this way. There's the back of it, and this are the ports. Then after you got 2 display port and a DVI. I'll be using the DVI to HDMI converter to connect it to my monitor / TV that I have. And what we've got here is, I can just put something under there, and then just zoom in here for you. You can clearly see the dirt. Oop, I think I got a bit too much. There we go. As you can see here, this is why I always open up graphic cards that I get. You can see the dirt here. So what I'm going to clean the whole thing here. The air duster. If I just zoom out, here we go. The air duster, just clean the whole thing, give it a nice clean, and then I know that the graphic card that I have is not going to have issues, hopefully. I got this really cheap on eBay actually, the graphic card, for what it is. So hopefully doesn't have any issues, and it's gonna work. Well, we shall see. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna give it a bit of a clean. to clean all the air vents. Obviously you get air going through these and coming out the other side, so it's always a good idea to just give it a nice clean. So it's all nice and clean now, and this is the other side, so just clean this with my hand. Whoop, you can see how dirty it is. I should clean it with a cloth, but just quickly do this. So here we go. So we're going to put this back to the way it was, and I'm just gonna, you can see how much dirt we have here. Well, most of it is gone on my, there we are, most of it's gone on my table, so now I need to use the air duster to clean my table as well now. By the way, that's for the later on. So what we're going to do is gotta put it back together. If I can find my screwdriver. Which is decided to go on a walkabout. Yep. Screwdriver missing in action. Somewhere down here, and we found it. So what we're gonna do is you just gotta put it back together. It's got these little tiny hex screws. So hopefully we can put them back in again. There we go. Yep. It's a much bigger card than originally thought it's going to be. I don't know if this is the full size PCI card or it's half size. I believe it's a full size because I think it's going to fill up the whole lengthwise. I think it's going to come all the way to the end on my on the computer. So hopefully it will fit easy and it won't give me any issues. Alright, it seems, nope. So we lost one of the screws, but I found it. So it's a good idea to put those, when you open these screws, to put them in a little container, but yep, I never do. Oh, there we go. Screw just fell inside, there we go. Just gone all the way through. Ideally you want to have these screws at the top of them to be magnetized, so you hold on to your screws, but I just didn't have that. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to install it. We're just moving things around in my room. I'm going to install it on the computer. So here's the computer here. There we go. Zoom in a bit. So this is where the graphic card is going to go, either slot 1 or slot 2. So, whoa, a little bit cram in here. There we go. Let's see what we can do here. I thought that wire that I had for the extension that I put inside. Go. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look. There we are, and what we got here, we got a 6-pin PCI that I got here. There we are. This is my 6-pin PCI wire. I'm just gonna put it in here. Go. I think you can use a SLI in these cards because it does have a SLI port here. Not 100% sure if it supports it, but yeah, just see what happens. Turn the whole thing up. Yep, and we can see we got a light there, and it's not beeping or anything, so that's a good thing. Let me just connect the, so we've got here, this is my wire that I was talking about. It's probably going to ask me to do something, because every time you install a new hardware, you need to go through the whole procedure of you know, going through the F1 and F2 and whatnot. But no, it seemed to booting up. So we got here. Oh, I heard the booting up, but I don't see anything on here. Okay, we get nothing on my on the screen. Just turn the whole thing off. You shouldn't really turn it off like that. But yeah, let's see what we get here. Just put this down. There we go. It's coming up now. So what I got is I got a SSD on this computer. Make it boot up a lot faster than the old school what we had before. Sorry for the camera, the light shining like so. I'll just turn this off. Yeah, much better. So just log in. Obviously I haven't, what I've done, I haven't uninstalled the drivers for my ATI card, so I need to uninstall those first and install my NVIDIA drivers. So what we got here, so what we need to go for my ATI. Can't find them, there we go. So we need to uninstall. So I uninstalled all the ATI softwares. And then at the same time, what I need to do is I need to install my NVIDIA drivers. So we got to NVIDIA, got the support. You can see the screen is gone really. So what we got here, we need to select. I don't know if it's visible. Yeah, it's visible. Might come in a bit. There we are. So we got the quadro, we got the, now which one they are? I think it might be the FX series 4000. Yep, 64-bit. Performance driver. Now what are these? Quadro certified driver, AutoCAD 3D Max. I have no idea what they are. Performance driver, ODE drivers. God knows what they are, so we just stick with the ODE driver, whatever that is. So it explains here what it is. Optimal driver for enterprise. That's what it means. So we get all this goodness that comes with it. So let's just download it. We agree and we download. We save. And it is 181 megabyte. You can see the speed of downloading. So we want to remove. It's finished. And it's still there. Yep. There we go. It's removed now. So what I'm going to do later on is, once this is done downloading, I will show you my internet speed. Let's see here. So we got here, check my speed. We don't need an update. Let's just zoom out of everything. So we got I'm going to install the driver and then go to Cinema 4D and load up one of the scenes, example scenes, and see how fast, because what I had before with firepro, sometimes I used to get crash on Cinema 4D's viewport, so I will see. Oop, don't want to open that up. We got downloads. Where is download? Oh, it's open up already. Okay. So if I get properties here, you see what we got here. We got the X, and we got X5570 2.9. We got 16 gig of RAM. Oop. So let's just do this. Yes, we continue and we agree. Yes. So this might take a while. So in the meantime, we can go and check the internet speed. The speed tends to change, obviously, with the time of day that you do the check. But yeah, I mean, now I'm getting about 38 or 40. But usually I get about 100. I mean, I'll max it out down here. I mean, they might have my my previous records that I did here. Maybe we can go to them and see. I would like to have more upload speed. At the moment I'm only getting 5 megabits, maybe now 5, 6. I did get 8 megabits at one point, but even that, you know, compared to getting 100, you know, 100 megabits and then getting that. And let's see what we had here. If I can share this result. Compare internet. It's not going to show. But anyway, yeah, I will do another test on later on, and we'll see what other speed I get. But let's see if this is okay. Oh, it needs a restart now, so let's just restart. So what I got on the computer, the power supply that I have, which is right at the bottom. There we go. There. The power supply I have is 650 watt power supply. So at the moment, the two processors that I've got, they're 90 watt each. They're THD. So, and the graphic card, it is I believe 142 last time I checked on Nvidia website. So I hope the power supply is okay to handle it, because once I use this computer, most of the time, I'll say about 90% of the time, or maybe more, is maxed out on the CPUs. So I'm either rendering or something, so all the cores on the CPUs are all maxed out. Okay. So it's now taking its fat time to load up. Okay, so you can see that it's done it properly. Yeah, can connect, that's fine. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go to our preferences. Nope. And we're gonna fire geo, and we're gonna this and see our capabilities. So let's see, we got all of this. Everything's gone unlimited now, most of the stuff. So we got PCIe, and that's the version that we have, and that's the memory that we got. We got our memory there. So let's just for instance load up something. This is just a little, oh, that's got a bit funny. Why is it showing it like that? I believe this is for the light that is showing display like that. There we go. So that's a bit odd. So we got quick shading. So let's see, let's just take this off. Nope. I'll just create a little thing down here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a sphere, bring it up, back it up, and just come back to this. And let's see how. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. And we put this over here. Yeah, much better. And let's just increase the subdivision. Just push it to the max. As you can see now, it's having a hard time to deal with it. Let me just bring it up. I think I pushed it too much. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, you can still handle it. There we go. So we're on 2, 3, 4 subdivisions. So let's see. Nope, very good. I mean, if with the other graphic card I had, it would have died by now. No way it could have handled this. So just change viewpoint. There we go. Definitely a lot more improvement than what we had before. So let's just do another test and just delete this. We got this. We got a collider body there. And we got down here. Just quickly look. Yeah, get rid of this. Okay. I think we've got a bit too much, but doesn't matter. This is just for testing purposes. And let's just zoom out a bit. Get that thing. We need to improve it. Get a cloner. We go all the way up. And let's give our cloner a rigid body. And we get it to top level. And let's see how fast it performs. Yeah, well, definitely a lot more, much better improvement than what I had before. Yeah, definitely much more smoother than what I had on the other graphic card. So this is all obviously, I'm using dynamics, so each individual board you need to calculate, you know, the dynamics for each individual board and stuff. So not bad. I'm quite happy, very happy. So the next step is what I need to do. Let me just get rid of this. No, so the next step is to upgrade the processors. So here we go. At the moment, as I said, I got the X5570s, and I'm going to jump to X55. So yeah, I'm going to jump to X5675. So what I'm running at the moment is 2.9 gigahertz, and the X5675 I think is about 3.1 gigahertz. So in speed wise, I'm not going to be gaining that much, but I will have 2 extra cores on each processor, so it'll be 4 extra threads. So you're going to have 2 load, you know, you're going to get hyper threading as well. So each 1 core will obviously count as 2. So in total, I will have about 8 more cores running on Cinema 4D. So actually, one thing we haven't done is let's write Cinebench and run the graphics on it. That's one thing we haven't tested actually. So let's do an OpenGL run and see the speed we get with this. There we go. So what it's doing is preparing the project, and let's see what it does. So we get 61.9 frames. You have that visible. There we go. So we got 61, and the ref match 99, and we are here. So I don't know if the others got the same as me, but I don't know what it is. It might be their system. So once I think the Quadro 4000 is the same as me, but he's got SSE too. I'll have SSE. So that's one thing I need to find out exactly what that means. But yeah, it's not bad compared to what I've got here. So I get better result than a GTX 460. So yeah, quite happy. Yeah, just save this. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and until next video, goodbye.